Hi, this is Karen and welcome to another crafty Christmas at dolallycrafts. This is the card we're making today and I think the simplicity of it is gorgeous. Okay, it's a top folding. As I've explained previously, I like it because I string my cards across the wall and it'll hang upright instead of sitting wonky. Anyway, we're using some brand new products. And I'm using an old product that's no longer available, but there's a new version of the teeny tiny sentiments in our current annual catalogue. I can't remember the name. I'll pop it below. But I just thought this tiny sentiment of Merry Christmas really suited this card. I'm actually changing it up just a little bit. I'm going to actually put it underneath the center element. Now, I don't normally buy these types of things for my cards. I very seldom do, but I love the look of the Snowflake trinkets. Now, if you saw my unboxing, whoops, you'll know there's two different types of embellishment in this pack. You get 10 of each and I think they're absolutely adorable, so I might even end up buying more just to have in my stash because I really like them. That's the center element and I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. You'll see in the photos, I think, but there's a rhinestone in the middle, and once again I'm using the really tiny rhinestones that I found sitting in my stash for this card. Now, the colours used in this are Tranquil Tide, I think it's Sahara Sand, and I'm using some of our silver foil, Whisper White, and yeah, that's how I'm putting it together. Okay, so I'll pop that aside. As usual, all the sizes and everything can be found on my blog. If I ever make a mistake and cut the paper wrong and don't realise until I'm in the middle of putting everything together, I do give you the correct measurements in the blog, so your card will turn out identical to the one that I use as a sample. Okay, let's get on with it. Enough waffling from me. It's a really easy card to put together once you've got the measurements and you've got everything cut out. You could just do an assembly line to get this card together. So I'm going to just put some snail on the back of the DSP. As you can see, it's the copper on the back of that, but this called for something really quite elegant, and I think I managed it with just the very simple background. Okay, I'm going to pop this on here, and I'm going to use some tacky glue for this because I'm putting it on foil. So tacky glue on the back, and I'm learning not to open the nozzle of my tacky glue quite as wide so that it doesn't all gush out. Okay, so this has got a really tiny border. I thought I had it cut the right way, but maybe... Whoops. Now, isn't that strange? That is working that way, but it didn't work the other way, and yet that's supposed to be a square. That's why I really need to buy the square framelets. Okay, so we're going to come in with our Whisper White now. A little bit of tacky glue on the back. Whoops. And wouldn't you know, it's like a piece of bread falling on the ground, the butter side down first. Whoops. Come on, give us a little bit of glue. There we go. And that should go neatly in the centre once again. Who would have thunk it? Okay, so that's now nicely in place, and I'm going to use my tacky glue again because it's really good for adhering elements. Just a little bit of glue on the back of a couple of the snowflakes points, And then just give it a good press. And okay, back again. Sorry about that. My camera cut out. That's what happens when you do a full day of filming. Your battery finally gives up the ghost. Okay, now I'm just going to lay that on there approximately where I want it to sit when I adhere it. And I'm going to come in with my Tranquil Tide and my Merry Christmas, and I'm just going to stamp the Merry Christmas across the bottom there and hope to God that I got it straight. Is that straight? No, it's not. Flip it over. I'm going to bring it down closer to me so I can actually see what I'm doing here. So I do apologise in advance if my head gets in the way. That's better. Okay, so that's the Merry Christmas done, and while I've got the stamp out, or the ink pad out, I'm going to stamp the centre of my card, which is this gorgeous full-sized sentiment, which I've been putting in most of my cards. I really love this sentiment. Oh, there's a little bit of an error there, but never mind. It's not exactly stamped straight. Oh, Karen, you're stuffing it up again. Okay. Now, I did pop this down straight onto the white. Now, you can use Tombow for this. I'm just using this because I use this for my invitations, so I've got it here in the house. Just realised that's not actually on perfectly straight there, but never mind. Okay. There we go. So that's our centrepiece, and all I'm going to do now is just rip the bottom like that, and then flip it over and pop some dimensionals on the back. And one in the middle. Okay, give them a good press down. Take the backing off. If you can hear meowing in the background, the cat doesn't like being left on his own. Murphy's gone missing somewhere in the house, so Latte's just out there on his own, and he doesn't like it, so he's wowing for attention. Now, is that straight? No, lift it up just a little bit on this side. Drop it down a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Absolutely stunning, even if I do say so myself. I really, really like this card for its simplicity. Okay. Put these tiny little rhinestones in each corner. Like so, and then all we need to do now, flip it over again, bring in my dimensionals, only because I don't know where my fun foam's gone at the moment. Okay, a couple of pieces in the middle here as support. I really do wish that Stampin' Up! Would bring out their own version of the fun foam, because I reckon it gives a much nicer finish to my cards. Okay, and then, yes, I have got it up the right way. It'd be a shame to get to this stage and then realise I've stuffed up. Okay, there's today's card finished. There's the one we started with. I used one snowflake design on that card and one on that. Let me know in the description which one you prefer. I hope you've enjoyed today's card and you'll give it a go yourself if you've got these DSP packs. If you haven't, everything can be found in my online store, which is linked below. There's a list below of everything that I've used in the description panel. Just click on the little arrow and it'll open up, and if you click on any product there, it will take you directly to my online store. Okay, that's enough waffling for me for today, and I will speak to you later. Bye bye.